Stream time. Hello, Burger Posting. Hello, hello. Yeah, see, I have a little bit of a problem because I'm the type of person where it's like I was supposed to stream yesterday and I canceled yesterday's stream already, so I can't do it twice in a row. I won't let myself. So even though I'm not quite all here, I'm going to do my best to stream. Yes, yes, I will. Thank you. I will definitely rest afterwards. Thank you for the pen light. Yes, I will I'll rest after the stream for like half an hour and then I have to make my roommate a birthday dinner. But luckily they want something pretty simple. It's not anything super involved. So it's going to be an easy birthday dinner to make tonight. So it won't be too stressful to make everything. Oh. Okay. Now, you had some smoked boudin queso earlier. It was spicy but good. That sounds really good. I definitely considered getting some stuff to make some queso. But I didn't end up doing that. I wanted to get in and out of the store pretty quickly. But man, I would love to make a good queso sometime soon. No, tonight I'm just making this like creamy shrimp pasta. That should be quite tasty. Hello, hello. Hello, Madam Hasagawa. I hope you're doing well today. Okay, we're gonna mute this, play this. Oy. Get on my wonderful bardcore. This is where I can. They know what's up. I mean, for what it's worth, I had this stream planned to talk about like diet and nutrition. And all I've eaten today is like a Burger King Whopper and an energy drink. So, I'm not exactly on much of a roll myself. Okay, let's see. What was I gonna look up? We're going to look at popular diets. If I can speak. Tight. Okay, Forbes. What? Okay. That's not what I meant. The AniLive camera, it's your webcam. They're keeping an eye on you. Excuse me. 8 popular weight loss diets review. Okay, here we go. This is the kind of thing I wanted. I was looking up a bunch of diets, and I kept getting the things like, do you want to use Weight Watchers or Noom? Which Noom is a fucking hilarious name. But no, I want like actual diets. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, so paleo diet. Vegan diet. That's a trouble. Low carb diets like keto. Those are hard, but okay. What, the Dukan diet? What is that? The Dukan diet is a high protein, low carb weight loss diet split into 4 phases: 2 weight loss phases and 2 maintenance phases. It's like keto with more steps. Actually, that's not even true. Keto is low carb, high fat, I believe. Okay. That's something that we can look at. The ultra low fat. Oh my god. An ultra low fat diet restricts your consumption of fat to under 10% of daily calories. Holy crap. The Atkins diet. The popular low carb diet. Yeah. HCG. Up to 1 to 2 pounds per day. Human chorionic gonadotropin. Ooh, the zone diet and intermittent fasting. That's what I do. Okay. I'm curious about that one. So first off, an important aspect of dieting and weight loss to discuss are the very basics, right? And the most basic portion of dieting that people talk about, caring. Yes, caring is very important. If your heart's not in it, it's not gonna happen. Hi, ghost. Yeah, no, if you're, yes, you absolutely have to care about your diet and your exercise if you want that to work out. I should have prepared some kind of like lesson plan thing for it, but I don't know, maybe I will upload this VOD with like more. I'll clip parts of this VOD and give like visual reference to some of these things. So yes, absolutely. You need to care about diet and exercise, weight loss, weight gain if you're trying to put on muscle, whatever your goal is. You absolutely do have to care. Because that is, that's the thing that's going to drive everything. And on top of that, I'm trying to see if I can find a number for this. I used to work with my old coworker. Had experience as like a kinesiologist and sports therapy type worker, and she taught me a lot of what I know now. What she would tell me is that a large number of diets that fail, a number of the people who fail at maintaining like their diet and everything, it is like the mentality is the issue, and ultimately in the end. So the problem is that usually it's because they burn themselves out too quickly on diet and exercise. And that's where most of the problem comes from. And this is often because anything you do that changes your lifestyle. Sorry. Ugh. My chair has like a lumbar support cushion, but it'll go like way too far down, ends up like almost under my butt, and it's very uncomfortable. What was I saying? Yes. So anything you do that changes your lifestyle, be it diet, exercise, a new job that you have to get up and you have to like get up and change your sleep schedule for. For some of us, if you start streaming regularly, things like that. Anything you do like that, that changes your normal lifestyle. Toga, hello. Thank you for dropping by. Anything that changes your lifestyle like that, whether or not you feel like it does in fact take a mental toll on you. So it does take some mental capacity to deal with those changes to your lifestyle. And obviously, every change that you make increases that toll on your mind. So if you try to change your lifestyle completely, like all at once, that's going to take a heavy toll on you versus adjusting slowly. So if you try to make like a major change to your diet and you start like this big workout routine like the same day, like you're kicking these things off on the same day, like that is not good for you mentally. That's going to take a heavy toll on you. Mental anxiety is one of the things that will come from this, but it'll ultimately result in burnout. And that's why so many people, like I said, I don't have a solid number. I am going to try to find one. But trying to talk and type and think about all this is a little bit rough right now. Yeah, and craziness. So like you have your mental anxiety. So not only are you changing your diet and you have to think about your exercise routine, you now also have to think about your new schedule and you have to think about all your different food. Like it's so much to plan. Then it's a lot more. My phone fell over. Hold on. I'm back. Okay. It's always a lot more than it seems like at first. Unless all you're doing is intermittent fasting, which is intermittent fasting doesn't require like that much planning. But speaking from personal experience, sometimes you do have to put in a little extra work because I personally, my appetite is such that if I'm not careful, it's very easy for me to not get enough calories in a day with intermittent fasting. You suffer from depression? Yeah, depression's not good. I'm there with you, actually. Ooh, yeah, that's a tough trio to deal with. I know I've heard that exercise can help with a lot. Of anything that like affects your mood. I know, but I also know that doesn't work for everyone. Similar to diets, these things don't work for everyone. It works for me to some extent. I do feel a little bit better if I'm exercising regularly. Because your like hormones and everything sometimes will start to balance out if you work out regularly because of the hormones that are released after exercise. Snow Tiger, hello. Thank you for dropping by. So, like I said, one of the biggest things to consider when you are setting up your diet and exercise is not only figuring out what like this for exercise, it'll be like what's your routine, not only for how it fits into your schedule, but what exercises are you going to do and how long will that take. But for your diet, you also have to figure out like for your diet, you want to plan ahead and figure out like if it's a diet that restricts what you can eat, do you have the food you need to make yourself proper meals that will suit that diet? Or do you need a little bit of time and like stock up on like the right ingredients and things like that? But also, you don't want to start anything major all at once. You want to say your plan is to start like a lower carb diet plus eating less than you have been, because I know that's something I need to do is I need to watch how much I eat. That's usually the problem for me rather than what I eat, it's how much. What you have to do is like if you're going to start eating less and you're going to change your diet and you're going to exercise, you want to start eating less 1 week. Start eating less, give that like a week or two for your body to adjust to the new amount you're eating. And then you can introduce your diet. Like start cutting back on your carbs, increase your protein, or whatever it is your diet's doing. Other than that, I eat like someone who needs to be crane lifted out of bed. 347 pounds. I look like I'm 250. I mean, that's I'm not qualified to say. I'm gonna say 347 probably isn't the best way to be, but I will also say that I do know that muscle weighs more than fat because it's denser. So based on that, either your fat is it's well and evenly distributed throughout your body, or you have a decent amount of muscle hidden under there. So yeah, if you're going to eat less, do that. Give your body some time to adjust. Then you start your diet. And then once you've been dieting for probably a week or two is a good amount of time for your body to start adjusting to both the diet and the amount you're eating. Then you can start working out more regularly. And similarly to like working on exercising, with working out and exercising, similar to your diet, is you don't want to go all out at once. So when you start exercising, start off slow. You can still go, 4 times a week. Do whatever you're gonna do, but like, don't go super crazy on it. Don't be pushing your body to the limit every day. Start off, go on, a treadmill, an exercise bike, something like that. Something that's fairly low strain on your body, and start doing that regularly. And that will do 2 things for you. The first is it gets you in the habit of going and exercising, which is good. Even who was it? I want to say it was Dwayne Johnson. Maybe. I think it was Dwayne Johnson. Or Arnold Schwarzenegger, I want to say. One of them, when asked for advice regarding like getting started at the gym, their piece of advice to start was go to the gym and read a magazine for like half an hour, because it gets you in the habit of going. And then once you get used to it, then you can start exercising. Obviously, you could do that. You could go and just do something light, because similar to so many other things, if you go and you burn yourself out quickly, that is going to leave a bad taste in your mouth. And then you're not going to want to go anymore. This happened to me a few times when I had gone to the gym with old coworkers. And they were not super chill at the gym. Even though they knew I had like just started. Zan, hello, welcome. And so I started like kind of resenting going to the gym, because every time I went, like, they would just stress me out all the time. And they'd be like, push yourself, pain is good. That's not what you want to do, especially early on. You can do that if you've been going to the gym for like 6 months, a year. If you're already like well established in going to the gym, fine. But you don't want to do that like in your first week. Zan, yes, shout you out. It's some Zan something. Okay, moving on. Zan is my roommate, and it is their birthday today. So they're the one who I will be making dinner for after stream. Yeah, happy birthday, bitch. Jesus, my head. I'm just sitting here and I'm sweating. Oh, okay. So there is step 1 for Zan. Thank you for the sticker. Liven it up. Yeah. Yes. So that is kind of your foundation on starting diet and exercise. Go slow. One thing at a time. You don't need to change everything all at once, because it's all something that takes time anyway. So take time and do it right. Trying to think. I should have. I'll probably do like a second stream about this of like starting it out. And I'll have like an actual syllabus instead of just going off the top of my head with this, especially today because I can't think. Go right into burpees. Yeah, no, done that. Bad idea. Burpees suck. Yeah, no, one of so it's funny that you say that. Nate, hello, welcome. Squat thrust, yeah. No, they that's one of the things that one of my old coworkers did. So like, I'm gonna go easy on you. We're gonna alternate like 30 burpees. Oh god, what did we do? It was like 30 burpees, a half-mile run, and like 60 jumping jacks or something, and we had to do 3 rotations of each. Yeah, and they're like, yeah, we're going easy today. I'm like, no. Going like a 10 sucks. Osada, hello, welcome. Yeah, no, I got like halfway through that exercise and thought I was gonna pass away. Hello? Ooh woo. Yeah, it was energy drink, thank you. I give you a quick workout routine right now, and you'll see if you can complete it. You probably can, because honestly, one of the routines that I relied on for quite a while isn't like super stressful like immediately. I would do, oh god, excuse me. Oh, the coffee is fighting back. I would do something like 10 to 20 push-ups, 10 to 20 sit-ups, and 10 to 20 reverse crunches. But you do that every hour through the entire day. Yeah. Through the entire day, and that's a daily routine. So you do that every day. You'll do that every hour on the hour. And the thing is, my old supervisor, my old supervisor, she was the kinesiologist who did sports therapy. She's the one who got me on that. At a point, we would be in the gym every morning doing a workout. We would finish our workout at like 7:30 in the morning. 7:30 in the morning, and I'd already worked out for an hour. And then I would go shower and change. And then by the time that's done, I'm in my office and I'm starting that. So it's like half an hour after my workout, I'm already doing push-ups, sit-ups, and crunches again. That's when it gets rough. But just doing that throughout the day. So work out 25% of your day. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And I was intermittent fasting, so I would do that, and like I said, I'm done my workout at like 7:30 in the morning, and I wouldn't eat until noon. Yeah, we we went a little bit crazy with that. It's something I might do again, honestly. I need to lose weight and get back in shape a little bit. So that's something I was thinking about doing again. After I would say after a week or so, it wasn't terrible. And then after probably like 2 or 3 weeks, I was pretty much used to it. Friendshape, yes. Friendshape is squishy for hugs. Oh, God, yeah. So that's what we used to do. And some of those days, I'd say some. Usually, one day a week. Usually, like on Fridays. One of our other friends would be the one leading the workout, and she would have us doing CrossFit for an hour, and then we would go and do our normal workout in our office, doing the like 20 push-ups, sit-ups, and squats, and just like doing that through the day. It's torture, but I mean, the upside, your day in the office is probably not going to be any worse than that. So there is that. That's about as bad as your day is going to get. Yeah, no, we not super masochistic. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say super masochistic, but like once I get into the what's the word I'm looking for? Once I'm kind of more into the routine of like exercising and working out more, I do like it a lot more. I'm very into it. I like it. I do enjoy the feeling afterwards of working out. Except for the part where I am a very sweaty person. So I'll like finish exercising and then like for an hour later, even if I shower, like I'm still sweaty and it sucks. Would you even have the strength to live after that? Starting off, maybe not. But yeah, once you get used to it, it's not the worst. Yeah, some of the other exercises we would do, we would do lab. We had a track at my old job that was a quarter mile, and one of the exercises we would do in the morning is you would go and you would jog a lap, and then you would do 5 burpees, and then you would jog a lap, and then you would do 5 burpees, and you would continue that until we ran out of time. Which normally ended with running about a mile and 20 burpees. Are my inner eyelashes green? Yes, they are. I think I have a picture. Let me see. It is a pretty design choice. I like it. No, if I was an emo boy, I would have that thick mascara and eyeliner. Oh, I should have screenshotted it. I actually medieval emo boy. It's green eyeliner, so I can be a nature girl, okay? should have I should have taken a screenshot. Because at one point I was messing with the VTube Studio and I gave myself all black hair with red streaks. I didn't save it as a preset, but I should have. Maybe that's something I'll do for fun, for when I can stream on YouTube for I'd look pretty with silver hair. I could give that a try. Yeah, for some streams on YouTube, I should make presets where I have like different hair colors. I just realized I had that clip of Yaya say he would put Rove on a leash on repeat for God knows how long. Oh, my gen mates. I can RP. My eye. There's something in my eye. Terryn Shieldsong? No bong. I'm gonna give you that shield bonk if you keep this up. Yeah, Rove doesn't seem like the type who would be up for that. Blue Echo, hello, welcome. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for liking the stream. Rove is so funny. She she is unexpectedly, like, she's normally so like shy and quiet, but she is a bully. Oh my god. She's so funny though. Zan, thank you again for the pink pen light. Or rather, thank you for another pink pen light. We are so off topic. Anyway, I guess if people have questions, there was a topic, yes, sort of. It's supposed to be like things like a diet and nutrition stream, but like my sinuses are so like messed up today that I can't think straight. And I already got yelled at for streaming instead of resting. Even though I don't feel super great. But I was saying that I already canceled stream yesterday, and I won't let myself cancel stream twice in a row if I am even remotely functional. Who was that? Who did bonk me? Who was yelling at me? Oh, it was Kimichi. Leo's HR was in here yelling at me. I eat what I like, but I do good portions. Good portions is important. That's a big thing. Because Kimichi. I was saying you were a COD 4K. Damn it. I was saying don't think anyone was talking about someone's cheeks getting clapped. No, I was saying you already yelled at me for streaming when I'm sick. That was like one of the first things you said to me was today is that you yelled at me for streaming even though I'm sick. But I told you that I won't let myself cancel stream twice in a row. Zan says they got drunk at Overwatch last night and someone threatened to shove granola in your ass. I don't know that that's a healthy way to get your granola. You're one to talk. You hit on people's dads through Overwatch every day. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like I see Kimichi in so many streams. They're always there. Always watching. Yeah, so we'll be careful. Catch Leo in 4K. That's always fun. Oh, God, excuse me. Yeah, Asada's free to misbehave. Oh, why does that burn? Excuse me. I need a drink. Ugh. I always go direct to the stream that you go into after I'm done streaming. I know what you're doing. The only one who gets a free pass is the DILF detective. Yeah, Oz is something else. He's a good guy. He's fun. I have a sleepy kitty next to me. Is he detecting DILFs? He is a DILF and he detects DILF. Well, I would say based on Oz doesn't get a pass from me. He enjoyed Skibbity. Yes. Yes, he did enjoy Skibbity Toilet. Also, I don't know if someone brought it up in his stream, but I think it was yesterday. He went on a big tangent about trying to figure out all the weird things in Peppa Pig. Like the fact that they have a superpowered potato as a superhero / actor / like amusement park. Neither. Oz is a DILF, and based on some Discord interactions, I'm gonna go with he's more of the twink detective. Hello, Professor Frost. Hello. Yeah, that was a good scene. Yeah. Oz was chomping at the bit to be released on Twitter so that he could go and hit on Pion. Yes. And yes, they do have a very interesting relationship. I mean, yeah, it's Pion. I don't know that anyone has a normal relationship with Pion. But yeah. Yeah. You should have I can't like completely sell him out. But yeah, for like a week before we met our senpai, every day we heard from Oz about how much he wanted to hit on Pion. Well, he never said it exactly. But he specifically mentioned waiting to talk to Pion, and we would always know what he meant by his other ones. Yes, he did bark at Pion. Also, beefy himbo bottoms. It's no wonder you like Leo Bell. Yes, Leo is beefy himbo. And probably bottom. And like, you can't say that as a threat. I called him that to his face. Yes, Leo is your Oshi. Yes, Leo. I do like Leo. Yeah, no, Leo's a ton of fun to tease. I think my first interaction with Leo in Discord, before we interacted on Twitter, was me calling him Kitten. That's also the reason why you can't take him seriously. Yeah, exactly. He tries to be a top, but he's a cute bottom. He was really shy about calling someone his big sister. Yeah, that sounds about right. God. Oh man, I can't wait. I don't want to say too much. But there's a next Thursday, I want to say. I want to say next Thursday. There'll be a day where I get to tease Leo so much. I am not a bottom. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Other than that, I'm not acknowledging. I'm not acknowledging Zan on this discussion anymore. It's worse than an eye. No, I'm doing the topping. Wait, what? Who talked about what in his streams? Yeah, no. Yeah, I can't wait. I actually do. I do get like hanging out with Leo. Okay, so he did talk about it. Okay, yes. I didn't know if he had announced it yet, but yes, I will be playing Chained Up with Leo. Professor Frost, thank you for following. I'll be playing Chained Together with Leo, Kyohei, and I don't have the message in front of me. I don't remember who else. There's a fourth person. No, I'm gonna chain Leo up. Okay. Cryarch, yes, it is Cryarch. Yeah, so the four of us next Thursday will be playing Chained Up, and I am looking forward to it. As I mean, I think most of you have been in my streams here and there. Since I plus it's only been a week since I debuted, so I'm excited that that'll be my first collab in Nexus. I don't think I know Cryarch, but I have gotten to hang out with Leo and Kyohei, and they're a lot of fun to hang out with. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to hang out with. I have heard he's really nice, so I'm excited for that. But Yeah, we will be playing together next week, and it should be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to join their drunk karaoke's in Discord because they always start too late for me. Zan, thank you for the sticker. So that should be fun. Especially I don't know about Cryark. I know Leo and have I been saying Kyohei? No, it's not Kyohei. I was talking to Leo about Kyohei. Clotho. Right? I believe I'm playing with Leo and Clotho, rather. Let me scroll up a little so I don't get this wrong. Yes. It is Leo, Clotho, and Cryark. So I'll be playing with two of our bottoms. It'll be so much fun. Clotho the Chihuahua. So it's going to be a fun time. I'm very excited. Everyone put myself as a bottom. That's right. So far. I know I've also called Inaria senpai a bottom. To her face. It's really funny. Because she likes to try to bully me. Unfortunately, she's been very sick, so we haven't been able to chat too much lately. But she likes to be a big bully, and then I call her out for being a big bottom in secret. You going around calling everyone as a bottom. I mean, that's how I keep those bullies in check. No, they're all just big bottoms. Some of them fucking wish. Let's see. With Rove, I call her out because she likes to claim that she has thick thighs, which I will deny anytime. Because like, if you look at like if you look at Rove's model, like no, her thighs are so skinny. Actually, now that I think about it, I think it's pretty much only my senpai I call bottoms. My gen mates in Nebulink, I'll actually call them out for something specific. Like I tell Rove she doesn't have thick thighs. Vera, I remind her that her 8-pack is fake. Rosalie's too nice, so I don't say anything mean to Rosalie. Actually, I don't think I've had anything for Mocha. But then again, Mocha weirdly, like, just destroying everyone's gun. See, that's really my secret plan. Is I go around and I destroy everyone's confidence so they rely on me to protect them. It's my kink. No, see, it's what's that thing from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? I never like it's yandere. I'm your secret yandere knight. I break them down so they think they need me. That's the real play. With the exception of a couple. Like I said, Rosalie's too nice. So is Mia. Mia's too sweet. Ro's gonna be back. I think Oz and I, despite some of our Twitter interactions, like we don't bully each other too much. Mocha, I don't bully Mocha because they like bully themselves. It's really funny. What am I gonna snap after one too many bottom comments? Yo, hello, welcome. That's where the chains come in. You get that feeling that you bully. Yeah, honestly, probably Theodore. And it's funny that you guys are calling me out for it. Because I'm probably like, out of people that do bully anyone in Nexus, at least in Nebulink, I probably do it the least. Yo, just got back from cancer research elective. Wow, that actually sounds really cool. Yeah, Yo be working hard. Thank you, Kimichi, for the pen lights. Yeah, actually, like, almost any bullying I do is on stream. But in reality, I love everyone I've talked to in Nexus. Like, definitely my gen mates. There's really, honestly, only a handful of senpai that I've really talked to. And even then, I would say Anaria is probably the only senpai I've really talked to like any real extent. Like, I've hung out with VC with a couple of them a few times, but that's never been like too much. Anaria is wild. But she's a lot of fun to chat with. I remember the first time I joined VC, my voice stun locked her because she thought I was like one of like a 20-year-old, like a lot of my gen mates. So she got really confused when she heard my voice the first time and had no idea who was talking. I sound young to you? Well, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what she meant specifically, but yeah, the first time we chatted, that was weird. Hi guys. Trying to. I'm running away from the bully and yandere allegations. What did I do with my coffee? There it is. No, I have no idea what happened. I got like a text message and AniLive closed. And then when I pulled it back up, it said I was still live. But then it was telling me I couldn't join my own stream. Zakusani, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for liking my stream. So I don't know what that was. It couldn't handle too many actions. Yeah, I guess. Oh, sup? Not too much. We're just chilling and chatting. I was gonna do more of. Is it true we need food in order to live? Some say. I believe research is still happening on that front, so we will find out. I know personally I like food too much to go without. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe AniLive was like, I'm getting a little too off the rails with I'm getting called out too hard. It's giving me an out. But yeah, I don't know. That was weird. I'll have to send a ticket to AniLive about that one. I think most of the people here are Love. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. I think a lot of the people who are here are like on AniLive fairly regularly. So you probably may or may not know that AniLive is still, I don't know actually if it's technically considered beta still. But if it's not beta, it is still like very early following release. So there are still some bugs and weird things that happen like that. Yes, it is still a very young app. So it does have weird little niggles like that. Like, yes, it is improved day one. And improved since day one. And we're in Nexus, we're actually in touch with the AniLive team. Like, not me directly. But pretty much anything. Any major issues we have. I can bring up to like management, and our management team does get in contact with Nexus directly regarding a lot of these issues. So we do, there are issues, but they are taking a lot of it very seriously. They're doing what they can, figuring things out. So it's still a little bit of a struggle. You get weird things that happen. Like Monday, it didn't let me enter a stream, but the liver could still see me and I could hear them. Yeah. Yeah, no, Zan, I hit a weird something. And AniLive, like the app closed on my phone, and when I loaded it back up, it said my stream was still live, and I had to like restart the stream entirely to get back in. So it wasn't just you. Yeah, I finally kicked you out. I got sick of you. Yeah, and I think no, it was yesterday when I tried to start my stream yesterday. I think it took me, I had to hit go live like 3 times yesterday for the stream to like actually start. I know Nell and I have had an issue where we we'll change like some setting on our phone and it'll like completely mute the microphone until we restart our stream completely. So there's really weird like little bugs here and there that happen. So it's just kind of things that Zan, thank you for the pen lights. Yeah. on a app that's like all about chatting, not having access to my microphone is kind of detrimental. Yeah, I want to say I was getting like I got like 5 phone calls in a row, and I tried to put my phone on do not disturb because it would mute. Anytime my phone rings while I'm streaming, it'll mute my mic for the stream. Which obviously is a privacy feature, so I don't pick up the phone and dox myself. But didn't get a no. Nexus doesn't give us a work phone. I think the only no, Gen 1 got received work phones that I think were actually paid for by AniLive. And then Gen 2, the only people who got work phones were people who didn't already have an iPhone. But that was because AniLive was supposed to be fully released for Android by the time we debuted, but they're having some kind of weird issue in which AniLive works for viewers on AniLive works for Android viewers, but we can't stream from Android phones yet. I don't want to start any rumors, so like take this with a grain of salt. I could have sworn at some point I heard management say that Nexus. Oh no, it's because this is just like because like we're in Nexus, right? But we're kind of pseudo indie in the way that Nexus is run, because like we have management, but the intention is that we're supposed to learn to be able to do much of what we need ourselves. So just in name, kind of. Yeah, Nexus is a little strange. Like they do provide some support, but we are not like fully supported with our own managers like a lot of major agencies do. Like they don't teach how to stream. Sort of like they'll teach us a lot of factors about streaming. Because I don't know if you follow the Nexus Twitter. I know they've talked about it. Let me check the YouTube. I don't remember if they posted it on the Nexus YouTube. But we have had know about. Yeah, so we have certain curriculum. Thrown in stream elements is something that's like coming into play. Just because they're not sure how they want to load it. Nexus. Yeah, we are not given we don't have like our own managers or anything, right? So we're giving some stuff that is meant to get us going. Yeah, and like that's part of why is there so many of us, because there's like 43 of us now, and then auditions for wave 3. are open. Nexas official. There we go. Did they post the actual video? Yeah, no, it doesn't. I don't see the video, but I can say, yeah, they give us a platform to begin. And we do have lectures that are provided by actual popular VTubers. So I've seen a lecture that was done specifically for and with Nexus that were given by Merriweather, Punkalope, and Fillion. They've done lectures for us, and they all talk about different aspects of VTubing to consider. Like I know, I want to say Merriweather's lecture revolved a lot around like networking and what do I like balancing, like work-life balance. um Fillion talked about like your different audiences and how to appeal to your different audiences so you can build up your viewership, and how things like just because you go viral once doesn't mean like you're set, like you have to keep going. And Punkalope talked a lot about pre-made content, like pre-recorded shorts and stuff. It would be nice if the official Nexus channel made more clips. If you don't mind, I am going to screenshot that, and I'll send that to management and let them know that that is something a viewer has specifically requested. Doesn't staff help with schedule making and visuals? Clips and ads help a lot in gaining viewers. Yes. So I will send that to staff so they know that is something that is what's the word? Requested by a viewer. So something important to know is that Nexus is also growing and changing. So as we go, we are making a lot of suggestions to Nexus on things that we want to see and learn. Does Nexus have a YouTube channel? Yes, actually I have it pulled up. Someone else I watched went from 3K subs to 11K in 3 days from one YouTuber at, yeah. It is at Nexus_official on YouTube. Yeah, so we are trying to update and improve a lot of the academia stuff. So they are trying to provide a lot for us. In terms of, there we go. Jeez, my brain. God. So they did give us the models. If you see my schedule, Vera's schedule, I know Vera's using the same schedule template I am. I know someone else in Nebulink is. Oh god, excuse me. Oh, looks like Pion uses one. Silas has it. That scheduled template that we use, that a few of us are using, those were provided by Nexus. They gave us some like banners to use. They provided us some banners to use. Like I said, we have a Google like Classroom that provides us some information, and they tried to centralize a lot of like places where we can get free assets. So they don't provide no support beyond like the model. but we are not fully supported the way a lot of major agency VTubers are. So we're supported somewhere between a group and like a full-fledged agency. So we do get some support from staff, but like I said, eventually, hopefully, they will help with mod support. Yes, and that is something that they have talked about. AniLive, unfortunately, doesn't currently have mods or funding events. Yes. Yeah, I don't think there's the word banning yet. From what I understand, things like having mods and filtering certain words are meant to be in the next patch or the patch after. I think that's one of the next major focuses for AniLive. As for funding events, they I don't want to say I don't want to say too much and get bonked. We do have the option to request it. We do have the option to request funding from Nexas. It's okay. You don't have to keep talking. I know, and actually, our staff does kind of regularly remind us that we don't have to talk about a lot of this, like if we don't want to. But I do want to, because I want people to help really understand like what Nexus is. So I will back off if I'm afraid of saying too much. But I will say we do have the ability to request funding for certain things from Nexus as a company for funding. In fact, I won't say what it is, but we actually Nebulink already has something that was funded by Nexus or will be funded. It's been approved by Nexus for them providing funding for us. Yeah, and that's a big reason is I want to help the fans understand what we are going through and like what we have and don't have. Hello, Blue Echo, welcome back. Yeah, so I want you to understand that while they don't provide yeah, it is a little bit hard to explain Nexus. Like I said, we are somewhere between indie and corpo. Because in a lot of ways, we are given our models and we're given a lot of freedom to do what we want to do in terms of the kind of content we want to make. Like this first month, yes, I do very much like the community and the collab potential. Like with the collab with Leo and Kyohei. Nah, I keep saying Kyohei for some reason. Clotho. The collab with Leo and Clotho next week. Like Leo just tagged us in our Discord, and he's like, "Hey, I need someone else to fill the fourth slot on this Discord." And Clotho for his tea time, has done the same. He's like, "Hey, I need one or two more people." Yeah, and that's one thing I like about Nexus is like our requirements are fairly low compared to something like Holostars. In terms of commitment, like we're not asking you to stream every day. We're not asking for like all these We're not asking you for like these major events or anything like that. I think our minimum streaming requirement is something like 20 or 30 hours in a month. Like, that is not bad. So yeah, like I said, we are given a lot of freedom in making the content. Like, this first month, they basically told us, like, hey, your first 30 days, you have to stream on AniLive. But like, for 30 days, you have to stream on AniLive. We get 2. I always forget the term. Hold on. We get essentially 2 hours a day worth of content. Effective hours. That's what it is. It's like you can accumulate 2 effective hours a day, because essentially what they're telling us with that, what they want us to understand is that after 2 hours of streaming, like, that's when fatigue usually starts to set in, especially early on with streaming. So that's when the quality of your content might start to drop a little bit. So they don't necessarily want to encourage you to go past 2 hours in a day. But you can stream as much as you want in those first 30 days. It just has to be on AniLive, and it has to be at least like 30 hours in that first 30 days. And then after 30 days, we can go and stream on Twitch or YouTube if we want. And they're going to give us a lot of that is they're like, we don't want you to burn out like early on. And we've seen it with Gen 1. Gen 1, we had 6 talents, I think like 6 talents burn out in the first 2 months of streaming. So they're like, we don't want to encourage you to go too far with streaming in terms of and burn yourself out immediately. We want to help teach you how to do this sustainably. So that's why some have stopped streaming. I don't want you to think that this is why, because I do not know. I will say that. Like, Lumi Senpai is already leaving Nexas, or rather left Nexus. And it's only been like 3 or 4 months. I don't know the cause. So please don't take that as like it's burnout or anything like that. I don't know why. I've only had one very short conversation with Lumi Senpai. So I don't know why she left. But yeah, like a handful of our talents from Gen 1 have like pretty much stopped streaming altogether. Because of burnout. Because they joined. Yeah, it could be any reason. It could be health. It could be family. Maybe she doesn't actually like streaming. I don't know. I was not given. Exactly. It's important not to ask because it's just disrespectful for everyone. I don't know. But yeah, like several talents have stopped streaming already. And from what I understand, a good portion of that is burnout. So they have done certain things like given us 2 effective hours a day for streaming. And when they say, like, if you look at the auditions page, right? The audition page, let me pull it up because I want to see if the audition page makes any mention of it. Because I know when I auditioned, it only said, no, audition. I clicked the wrong button. I know when I applied, it only said like 30 or 40 hours a week or something like that. Okay, yeah, so it does mention. We encourage streaming more than 30 hours, 2 hours a day, 50 days a month. Yeah, so that's why they give us the effective hours in a day. And they also for us, effective hours, it has to be, I want to say, more than half an hour. I think the battery life of AniLive is 3 hours. And that might be. I mean, granted my battery's back down to 30%. Granted, it wasn't fully charged. Anime fangirl, hello, welcome. So yes, that is why we have that restriction, is because they want to prevent burnout. But they do give us a lot of academia stuff. So okay, Osada, drive safely, please. So we're given like all these policies. Like we've been straight up given a throne request form. I don't want to say too much, honestly. Actually, we have like our codes of conduct, streaming policies, asset guides, a bunch of like logos and templates. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 classes here. That's just all about like how to handle yourself publicly online. You love my look. Am I a royal knight? I am not a royal knight. Well, you might call me a royal knight. My lore is a little different than you might expect from a knight. In my lore, I am actually a knight in the modern day, but I grew up in this kind of village that was pretty separated from your standard cities. So I grew up with almost no electricity or anything. And I was trained as part of a group that fights. Theodore? Just because you think my sword is small doesn't mean I can't stab you with it. Anyway, I appreciate the compliment. I am trained to fight. I'm the Captain America of Nexas. I'm trained to fight monsters and those who would misuse magic. But then I came to the city and realized that those aren't really big problems anymore. But unfortunately, I didn't realize this, and I didn't pack much in the way of extra clothes. So now I spend most of my time in my armor. But I wash it regularly. I shower every day. I'm not stinky in here. I'm a dragon slayer if you take the S out. Sorry, I'm stretching. Ugh. Yeah, so Nexus gives us a lot to go off of to learn to be a good streamer. In fact, I can literally see one of the course in our classroom that is absolutely just titled How to Be a Good Streamer. So they teach us a lot about how to interact with the public, how to stream, like things we can do. We have courses on like making thumbnails, how to make YouTube shorts. We have a class about video editing coming up. So there's a lot. They do have a lot that they provide us in term for teaching. And at past that, it's kind of they're there to help guide us in the direction that we want to grow our content. So that's a big reason why they don't want to, why right now, like, we are not like super heavily supported the way some agency streamers are, is because they want us to be able to grow content that we want. But not only that, AniLive, its parent company for creators, rather AniLive, Nexas, and Nexus's parent company for creators are all pretty small companies. So like funding isn't, we don't have the money and the funding that Cover does, right? So they can't support like huge projects left and right. So a lot of it falls to us and doing what we can as small streamers. But again, part of that is also to help us understand where our limits are. So we don't have someone with like no experience starting off some huge project and like overwhelming themselves like early on. Nice voice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that and the follow. So this is actually something I want to say even in my auditions I said I wanted to have conversations like this with fans, is that I wanted to kind of help bridge the gap between Nexus and the fans so that we kind of all understand each other. Because as a talent of Nexus, I absolutely understand, like, from the outside, it's kind of hard to see what we really are, because it's kind of obvious we're not like a full-fledged agency, but we're also not indie streamers, so like what's going on here? And I think I told staff in the audition interview process that I wanted to kind of help people really understand that, and also kind of help them kind of be a liaison of sorts between management and fans. But I do know that a lot of times management they're very responsive. They want people to understand what we do. I think it just helps to watch more streamers. Yeah. You're going to go play some dating sims now? See you later. See you later. Thank you. Have a good night. Yeah, I mean, I think it does help to watch. You do appreciate the feedback? Oh, of course. Anytime. I'm glad to help. Yeah, like I said, I want people to kind of understand like what we are, what we do. Because I know there's a lot of people who think, I see people who think we have some kind of weird battle royale plan, which is not true. The towns are not in a battle royale. We're all friends. We're all supporting each other. So we're not like out to get each other. People do still think that. People have this weird thought, like I said, people think we're like a major agency. We're not like a full-fledged agency. We're kind of doing our own thing. Just know that we're all friends in Nexus. We're all trying to support and help each other. And the point is to help foster the growth of new talents. That is the idea. That is the core behind Nexus, is to help create new talents. So, and to that end, the expectation is for a lot of talents, after our time in Nexus Academy, we will graduate from Nexus and we'll go on either to be indie streamers, or we'll go on and we'll join other major agencies, something like that. So there are expectations like that. We'll see where things go. I don't even know what I'm gonna do afterwards. I'm taking this day by day. Not true. I have so many plans, because I'm trying to plan things as far as like 1 year anniversary stuff. I have plans for maybe not August, but like plans for September. Probably something that'll happen in October and November. I'm gonna be trying to have some kind of project event happen like more or less every month. Do you get model reference sheets? Unfortunately, no. I did ask my management about that yesterday. Actually, I think Yo-Yo, I believe you were the one who asked yesterday. No, we don't have any reference sheets, unfortunately. Icy Cats, hello. Welcome. We're gonna see if the cat explodes again. Yeah, I know. Oh, God, excuse me. Let me. I was going to do it. There. Okay. Before I forget again, I just DM'd my manager asking if reference sheets are something we can request. So we'll see. Hold up, is that a creamy keyboard? It is a Height Keeb TKL. So it is a little bit clicky clacky. But I do like that it's not like it sounded a bit creamy. Yeah, it's a Height Keeb TKL. I do like the fact that it's not like super duper clicky. I like the amount of clicky that this has. It's a little bright right now, actually. It's hurting my eyes. I do really like it. I got it a month or two ago, maybe. I like it. It's quite nice. And backlights are fun. You love creamy keyboards? Is Creamy a brand? Oh. It's a sound, okay. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. I want to get more into it, but I don't know. I don't know that much about like mechanical keyboards or anything. Yeah, I'll try to give you a bit of a better here. So that's pretty much what it sounds like. So yeah, I guess maybe kind of creamy, but I like that it's not like super loud clicky. I had the like super clicky clacky mechanical ones before, and it drove me insane in like a day. But I like this one. Hey, Ghosty Goo. Anyway, I am brain dead now. So I'm going to go lay down my head for like 15 minutes, and then I'm going to go make my roommate a birthday dinner. and call the stream here. So thank you everyone for coming. Plus my phone's getting low on battery because I keep forgetting to change it. How long after my application did they contact me? I think it was maybe about a week after auditions ended. I was contacted the first time, I believe. But I do know, and I have spoken to them about this. Out of curiosity, they do wait until the end of the application period because they do want to make sure they see everyone who submits. So I know some other agencies have talked about, like, if you submit like in the first couple days, you have to submit like the first couple days to even be considered. Sometimes Nexus is not like that. They wait until the end. Like, they'll watch videos throughout. But they do wait until the end to make those decisions. So it can be up to like 1 or 2 weeks after the audition period that you might hear from them. All right. Thank you for coming and have a good night.